Woo, here's a hot take on this week's episode. People want everything to be easy when it comes to entrepreneurship, and it's just not. So, what are some
Yeah.
of your philosophies or mindsets around challenges?
Nothing's ever as bad as it seems. Like
Mhm.
the your initial reaction, our initial reactions as humans sometimes is like, oh my God, this is horrible. But sometimes we've learned to here anyway, just to like sit back, give it some time, and everything ends up not nearly as bad as you initially thought it was.
Mhm.
Um, whatever problem or challenge or issue or anything. Um, so yeah, I would say that's probably one of the biggest lessons.
Nothing.
Don't look back, let's go. Set the pace, watch me steal the show. Higher ground, yeah, I'm rising fast. This is my moment, it's built to last. Keep the focus, keep the drive. No slow motion, I'm alive. Power surging, can't deny. I'm unstoppable.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful episode of the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant podcast. We're taking you from burned out to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. Today is going to be an amazing episode. We have Jameson Rodgers in the studio. Welcome to the show, Jameson.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to see you again. I'm going to tell my audience a little bit about your background, which is just so impressive to me. Jameson Rodgers is the co-founder of CBDFX, one of the most trusted and recognizable brands of CBD in the entire world. It's in 21 countries and counting. What started in a California garage in 2014 has grown into a global company with over 100 employees. Jameson helped shape the future of natural wellness with high quality CBD products rooted in science, innovation, and manufactured with integrity. We're diving into his founder story, trends shaping the CBD industry, and what it takes to scale a conscious company in such a crowded health and wellness market. Why don't we start off with what inspired you to become a CBD co-founder in 2014? What were the events leading up to starting this wonderful company, CBDFX?
Yeah, thanks, Rebecca. The original company that we founded was basically we launched products to help people quit smoking. At the time, my mom smoked my entire life growing up, and she always was. I watched her deal with the challenge of trying to quit multiple times. And so in 2011, we launched our parent company at the time, and for 3 or 4 years, we're just focused on building only that company and grew it to about 20,000 or so stores that were carrying these products. And then
That
one
was
of our
e-cigarettes, right?
they were just disposable electronic cigarettes. Yeah, just nicotine, and we felt it was a healthier solution and that kind of thing. And it helped my mom quit, which basically inspired us and a small group of our of childhood friends to launch this company. Um, in 2014, the 2014 Farm Bill passed, and one of our retail customers called and said, "Hey, can you look into this? I think hemp is now legal, and I'd like to know more about the products that we could potentially launch and offer to our customers. I think it would resonate with them." And so we quickly became, experts around in the hemp industry and the 2014 Farm Bill, which kind of um, carved the path for us for legality for hemp products. And so we decided to stand up a few products and a brand for that retail customer specifically because they were such a big piece of our overall business. And that just developed over 3 or 4 years of just consumer education and going to trade shows and helping people understand, the benefits of CBD and these hemp products. And so that over time, that became our main focus. We've since exited the nicotine space and have just been focused on launching one health and health and wellness focused product after another to round out our overall catalog.
I know there was a stigma back in 2014 around CBD, and mainstream America was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, it's for hippies, that doesn't
yeah.
work, that's illegal." How did you overcome the stigma, like mind in your own mindset with all the skepticism and some of the marketing campaigns that you ran to overcome the stigma that CBD had in 2014?
Yeah, it took a while for people to really embrace it. For a long while, we were, the outcasts of these different health and wellness trade shows. And they're like, oh, those are these cannabis guys. And we're like, no, 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 it's not quite cannabis. And more and more, white papers from really respected universities and doctors and whatnot came out and basically said, hey, this really does, according to our, this blind study, this really does help with sleep or pain or wellness. And those are like the main three categories, people that incorporate CBD into their daily lives or their normal wellness routine. And so it happened over time. A lot of press in the news and things just kind of, it was just a big snowball. And now I think it's widely accepted as not cannabis and not taboo and that kind of thing.
It's so true. So what were the three main categories that CBD supports?
I think sleep is really big for our customer base. Sleep,
Yes.
and pain. We sell a number of different creams
Mhm.
and things like that, and people swear by them. Capsules that people take on a regular basis. CBD balms like balm sticks, and overall wellness. We have I think we sent you some of the turmeric and spirulina gummies, our mixed berry gummies. Those are just kind of everyday wellness type of products, just to incorporate CBD into your normal wellness routine.
Oh my God, all of it. I mean, the gummies are absolutely delicious. I love the sleep gummies. I've never slept better. I love the ones with the
Good,
mushrooms.
good,
And the oil, the massage oil
awesome.
with the CBD. Oh my God, it's got this peppermint smell. It's just, there's so many products that you guys have in your portfolio. How do you figure out like what is the next product to launch? Because you have probably more CBD. Are there any other CBD brands with so many products? Like it's amazing how many you guys have, and they're all
I
so good.
know. Our team scratches their heads sometimes because they're like, can we kind of consolidate this a little bit? And it's tough. We try to listen to our customers, and AI helps a lot with that, based on just kind of helping us analyze our reviews,
Mm.
um, and just kind of pluck out some of the major takeaways or the more common things that people ask for, whether it's a stronger product or a different form factor, that kind of thing. So um, we're just constantly looking at ways to kind of fill the gaps and just to better service our customer base, to hopefully, keep them in the CBDFX family for as long as possible. So there's not many form factors that are well known that we're not touching at the moment, aside from beverages, which we've had a beverage product in development kind of on the shelf ready to go for some time now. And we're planning on pulling the trigger on that soon. We're just not guys, so it's not like one of our core competencies or something that we just know like the back of our hand. So we're doing a lot of research on just how to navigate that to the best way possible. But
How many other co-founders are there, and how did you guys meet each other?
yeah, my operating co-founder, his name is Ali Smiley. We were childhood friends since about 17 or so, and we were all in the finance and real estate space before we started this. So we had no experience launching a brand or a product or anything like that, and so we were um, more or less partners in that industry. And so when I decided to kind of go off and do this, I knew I couldn't do it alone, and so we had some conversations and decided to make a go at it. Our other co-founding partner is a guy named Jordan Farmar. He was on the Lakers at the time.
Wow,
He
he's a
was
pro.
he
He
was
was a player.
yeah, he played in for a number of years and was on the team that won the championship in 2009 and 2010 with Kobe. So we've been friends since we were like 5, 6 years old, riding bikes around the neighborhood. And so we were all just talking at lunch one day about kind of what the brand name should be, what the logo should look like, that kind of thing. And we just kind of developed it. And actually, the garage that you're talking about that we started in was in Jordan's garage. And we did our first couple $1 million there, and from the garage, and
Amazing. Just the
wanted to
three of you guys working from the garage.
just a couple of guys. Yeah, it was crazy. Um, and just driving store to store, a lot of face-to-face sales in the beginning because we just didn't know any better and didn't know how the path to meeting distributors and what that looked like, and until we started going to our first few trade shows and things and kind of cutting our teeth on that.
It's
Got Go ahead. Yeah.
probably a pretty nice garage if he was a retired.
It was, It was a pretty nice garage. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What were you saying after the trade shows, cutting your teeth on trade
Oh
shows?
yeah. We ended up getting our dream at the time was to be accepted as a recommended item in all 7-Elevens nationwide. And so that was like our main goal. That was like the first success story of we just kind of kept layering on additional 7-Elevens and wanted to be in as many convenience stores as possible. And then one day 7-Eleven called us because we were in so many 7-Elevens. They started seeing us pop up on their little sales reports in our geography, the West Coast here, to start. And so they called my cell phone and they're like, "Hey, this is 7-Eleven from corporate. Can we want to send you this packet to fill out, basically, to consider you guys as a recommended item nationally." So we're operating out of this house in this garage in like the middle of the San Fernando Valley, and so the first thing is your address. Like they're like, "What's your marketing budget?" and all this stuff. We're like 10 months old or something. So, um, we couldn't put his home address there, so I'm like, "We need to get an office, guys." So we went around the corner and got this little 800 square foot office and ended up filling out the packet and never hearing back from them. But it was a lesson to kind of pushed us out of the garage and into an official office. So that was our first year and a half or so. It was fun story, fun to look back on for sure.
It's amazing. So when the three of you were working in the garage, were you like, one day, CBD is going to be in everybody's home and this is going to be a global brand and we're all going to get rich? Like, what was the vision that you guys shared that kept you going? Because I'm sure there was like a lot of up and down times, especially like I said, with the stigma and different legalities around CBD and getting it mass produced. Like, what was the vision that kept you guys going?
Well, at the time we didn't. That was 2012 or so. So we didn't even have the CBDFX brand. So that was just the electronic cigarettes at the time.
Oh,
But fast forward a year and a half later, um, we uh, we were basically our driving force has always been to try to help make people's lives better. In any way. So that's been kind of the North Star, and work side by side, like-minded people that are passionate and trying to, make a difference, that kind of thing. So as we built our team and as we built our customer base, that's kind of been the North Star.
what was your moment where you felt like, okay, like this is actually going to be a multi-million-dollar brand, like we're going to make it?
That's a great question. I I think it was for the longest time, we were just focused on wholesale because that's what we knew. That's how we started. And we had a pretty website that was basically like a digital catalog, and it really wasn't meant to like conduct commerce on it, and it wasn't very user friendly looking back on it and things like that. And we weren't direct to consumer, experts. Um, but I remember we had a trade show in Paris at the time, and right when we landed, my business partner and I looked at our phones and how we kind of ended the day here, and we did like $2,500 that day on the website, the CBDFX website. Something happened where it went from like $100 a day to $200 a day, and then when we got to like this $2,000 $2,500 a day mark, I'm like, wow, this could be something. Like we should definitely focus on this, learn, and this is probably 2015 or so, and so we put our heads down after that and just focused on trying to Google every possible question that we had about the website, and over time, the website became kind of the driving force in terms of growth for us and all of our additional brands. Now we have a number of brands under our overall parent company, and they're all wellness focused. Our direct to consumer sales are a big like top priority in terms of daily conversations around the office. So I think that was kind of eye-opening thing because I'm like, wow, it's not just our sales aren't just limited to who we can go speak to face and work some sort of a deal with. It's anyone around the world. So it kind of opened our eyes big time, I think.
So you guys were not only pioneers in taking CBD to the masses, but also in online marketing.
Yeah, we've learned a lot over the years. And it served us well, obviously, as technology increases and the world changes and retail landscapes change and things like that. It's definitely it helps kind of take some of the ebbs and flows of the economy or whatever else is thrown at us, as people in this crazy world. So, we can speak to and market to people from all over the country ourselves and kind of be masters of our own destiny, kind of thing.
I love this. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about generations. I love different generations, baby boomers, millennials, Gen Z. And I want us to talk about their relationship to CBD and your product. So I think that's going to be really, really fascinating. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. We're talking to Jameson Rodgers, founder of the successful CBDFX company, and he's going to talk all things generations with regards to CBD. We'll be right back.
Keep the focus, keep the drive. No slow motion, I'm alive. Power surging, can't deny. I'm unstoppable, touch the sky.
I am so excited. I created something special just for you. It's called the Balanced Beautiful Bundle. And inside this bundle, you're going to get instant access to a PDF copy of my best-selling book, How to Make a Six-Figure Income Working Part-Time. You're going to get my best health and beauty tips to help you glow from the inside out. You'll get my Elegant Warrior Manifesto, a daily reminder of your power, grace, and purpose. You'll get my Abundance Journal to help you manifest more joy, love, and prosperity. And you'll get a daily journal reminder to keep your mindset strong and your energy and your vibe high every single day. This bundle is your shortcut to balance, beauty, and abundance in an elegant way. So grab your copy now by going to the show notes and start living your most balanced, beautiful, abundant life today. Hey there, it's Rebecca, your magnetic abundance mentor. Let me ask you something. Are you feeling stuck, burned out, or like life just isn't as juicy as you know it can be? If you're nodding right along, it's time for a breakthrough. My coaching program is designed to help you align your life in all 7 pillars of abundance: spiritual, physical, emotional, romantic, mental, social, and financial, so you can finally live that big, bold, sexy, and adventurous life you deserve. And here's the best part. I'm inviting you to schedule a breakthrough call with me. No pressure, no sales gimmicks, just a genuine chance to experience my coaching firsthand and get crystal clear on what is next for you. Because your best life is not a someday thing, it's a right now thing. So click the link in the show notes to book your breakthrough call and let's start making magic together. Your next level is calling you. This podcast review is from Bring It On, and she says that the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant show is amazing and inspiring. She goes on to say, I believe this show is a place where women can come and really learn and grow. Rebecca creates a strong and safe space for women to share and be vulnerable. I highly recommend this podcast. Thank you so much. And it is absolutely a safe place for all women to come and learn. Thanks for being a great listener. Welcome back, everyone, to the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant show. I know baby boomers, millennials, Gen Z, they all have different relationships to CBD. Can you speak about what their relationship is to CBD and how your products help each generation and how they're engaging with your products?
Yeah, definitely. The For us, we've got a pretty big database of customers that have purchased from us or interacted with us at over different stages. And so, for what we see in terms of the generational use patterns, is that boomers typically gravitate towards CBD with pain or some sort of that ailment as a goal. And millennials for stress, and Gen Z for wellness trends. So that's
Oh, millennials are stressed out. Don't they have to work a little harder to stress? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I know you're a millennial who works really hard.
Yeah, it's funny, and we've seen that patterns stay consistent over the last 5 years since we started really kind of tracking this kind of stuff, and it's interesting to see.
So what are some of the products for pain from your product line that would help boomers or anyone else suffering from physical pain?
We have a muscle and joint cream that does really well. We've had this product for years and have done different little facelifts to it to refresh kind of the look and feel. But the product itself is been awesome and kind of tried and true. And it comes in various different strengths. And we also have a muscle and joint cream that's a heating formula. So there's one that's cooling that we launched first, and we also have a heating version of that, and people swear by it. A lot of my
Okay.
family members, yeah, that's like their favorite go-to.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about which are the great CBD products for stress? I think stress and nervous system regulation is the cutting edge of health right now. It's what everybody seems to be talking about. What are some great CBD products in your repertoire that will lower people's stress?
We have these drops it's called the Ultimate Chill Blend. And that,
Love that. That's a great.
yeah,
Who came up with that name?
I don't know, some
That's
smart mind in the marketing department, but that
yes.
uh that that product is awesome. And we get a ton of great feedback around the Ultimate Chill Drops. Overall, CBD helps with stress as a whole. Just regular. We have full spectrum CBD gummies in the mixed berry flavor, and people also a lot of reviews come in that say, "Hey, this really helped me kind of manage my stress as well."
And then Gen Z, what are some of the products that they're loving for overall wellness?
Overall wellness would also probably be these full spectrum mixed berry gummies.
Mhm.
There's the turmeric and spirulina gummies for inflammation do really well and have a ton of reviews as well. We also have CBD gummies with them apple cider vinegar,
Mhm.
and they all come in various different strengths. So people kind of play around and see what works best for them. The mushroom wellness gummies do really well as well. Um,
They're
and
great.
are packed with a ton of amazing ingredients.
What is your go-to product that you won't go a day without?
I love our mixed berry gummies. Like that was the first gummy that we launched. It's like the original. It's our one of our best sellers. And that's just it's just a staple.
Can we geek out a little bit on the science? I know that our body has cannabinoids or something kind of receptors that are like they make the CBD activate. Can you explain that for someone who doesn't know anything about how our body is wired to work with CBD?
Yeah, so everybody has what's called an endocannabinoid system, and um, it basically helps regulate the body. That's the easiest way to explain it. And so the so as we get older, that system stops working as well, like everything else. And CBD, if you take CBD, you basically like kind of jumpstart that system again, and it helps kind of repair your body at the cellular level, is what some of these studies have said. As a brand, we have to be really careful about like making claims and things like that. So
We're going to do a disclaimer right
yeah.
now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Kristen and I, we're not doctors and we're not
Yeah.
prescribing any medications at all.
There you go.
If you have any health issues, please consult your physician. We're just having a friendly conversation about the benefits of some health and wellness supplements, and this is not by any
I
means
love it.
advice. There you go. There's a
I love
disclaimer.
it. Love it. I love it.
So the endocannabinoid system. So every cell has a receptor for CBD, or how does that? Do you know how it works?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the brightest science guy on the team for
Right,
sure. But
you're the marketing guy. But
yeah, there's what's called CB1 and CB2 receptors.
mhm.
And they both do different things to whether it's like motor activity or regulate your coordination or thinking or appetite, that kind of thing. And we have these crazy graphs on our website and things like that. And in the very top of our menu, there's a whole learn section where
Cool.
it's easier to see on a diagram and kind of digest it. But um, But yeah, there's definitely a lot of nerd out material if you want to dive in on the
And
what is CBD page.
pets also have the same endocannabinoid system.
Yes.
So do you
Yeah,
have any
pets.
formulas for pets? I know I had a dog, a chocolate lab that had a lot of arthritis, and I was living in LA. We would drive from like Mar Vista to West Hollywood to get the special CBD blend for dogs. Do you have any
Yeah.
blends for pets?
Yeah, we do a lot in the pet space. We have pet treats, just these little like milk bone type of treats, and we have drops. Um, and we've had some topical products too that worked really well for pets in the past. But pets are it's a big category for us for both dogs and cats.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
We have soft chews as well.
Oh, that's great. God, you guys have so many products. You could have, do you ever think about having like a pop-up or a store with all the products, or is it always just going to be online?
You know what? We were going down that path and actually had agreement signed to do a pop-up for the holiday season at one of the local Westfield malls close by us to test it out. And then COVID basically shut down those that opportunity. So we said, okay, back to basic. Let's see how quickly this kind of blows over. But yeah, that kind of that messed up our plans a little bit. But I'd love to. I think
It would
we
be
do a
so
number of
fun.
different activations. We do like farmers markets and things like that just to get closer to the customer and get, direct feedback, that kind of thing. But
Are
no
you
official stores.
gonna have some great Black Friday deals?
Oh yeah, yeah, big time.
We
Yeah,
love
yeah,
people who shop online like myself. I love stocking up for
yeah,
the year for Black Friday. So that's
yeah,
really exciting. So what about CBD infused lattes, drinks? I think like how turmeric latte became so popular, or matcha latte.
yeah.
What do you think is the next health and wellness trend regarding CBD? Is it lattes? Is it what are some trends that you forecast for the future?
That's interesting. For the longest time, um, I'd say maybe 2018 to 2020, people were trying to put CBD into everything. Like this is the next,
Yeah,
it was super buzzy.
smoothies,
And
lattes. It's still in a lot of places.
yeah, 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 yeah. And a lot of smoothie places, coffee shops, um, tea kind of cafes, they buy our products and offer a CBD infused, whatever the drink is, and they just put a couple of drops into the product and then sell it like it's like an upsell. We're actually sold in a lot of high end steak like in the bar, like the cocktails they made CBD cocktails. We had a,
Mm.
a partnership with this one restaurant group that put it on all their menus. So that was fun. But that's a great question. I personally I think that like single serve beverages like cans are probably they're booming right now as well, and I think that category is probably here to stay. One, because people are drinking less and less, I think, and obviously the people behind those brands, the alcohol brands, are looking for something to replace this on the shelf, right? That and our generations are leaning more towards wellness and doing better things for their body and that kind of thing. So I think just beverages in general, whether it's seltzers or just juices, that kind of thing, I think that's probably the next big focus for us, just longevity wise.
I think it's such a trend because alcohol brands are freaking out because Gen Z doesn't want to drink. They've been
Yep.
on Instagram. They're all about counting their macros and
Yeah.
has so much sugar in it. It's so bad for you if they're all
Yeah.
trying to get this like super fit looking, beautiful Instagram worthy body and they're
Yeah.
drinking mocktails. And I
Yep.
think your industry and your brand is perfectly poised to like jump into this canned single beverage mocktail space. People don't want to drink things that are like going to just destroy their liver anymore. Can you
Yeah.
speak at all to that about how the younger generation is really embracing products that help them instead of destroy their body?
Yeah. Yeah. We have a ton of reviews around, hey, like we have um THC derived from hemp products as well, and infused, and that's legal up to a certain point. And so we saw a lot of products that have small degrees of THC in them as well. And a ton of people that leave reviews or that call us up and want to give us some feedback. They're like, hey, I'm just taking one gummy at night instead of like a half a bottle of wine like I was doing, you know, and this thing is amazing, and I don't feel horrible the next morning, and I'm still clear and focused and that kind of thing. So it's definitely changing, you know, the kind of the landscape of things. Obviously, half bottle of wine has, I don't know, I'm making it up, 400 or 500 calories, and this thing is just one gummy, you know, like that's
Right. And
so
so
that's
much
people.
sugar than
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a gummy or a gummy. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So it's definitely, we're seeing it just firsthand, and it feels good, obviously, um just to hear that this generation is leaning more towards the healthier alternatives and that kind of thing. So
It's just such a cultural change because I know my generation, when we were in our 20s, it was cool to brag like, oh, dude, I got so wasted last night. I
yeah.
blacked out. I threw up. I did all these things that were so unhealthy, and we're like bragging about them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now it's like, why would you want to like destroy your own health and wellness? Like, you don't have to do that. You can just like have a tonic or have a couple
Yeah.
gummies, not even change your mood.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how much things have changed in just a couple generations.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's awesome.
It is, and you guys are right on the cutting edge of that, which is so great. So, what is your go-to beverage when you wake up in the morning? Is it coffee, tea, matcha? Do you make like a CBD concoction?
No, I wish I had a good CBD concoction story for you, but I'm stuck on this crazy espresso drink. My friends and family have made fun of me for years, but I'm like a super creature of habit. So if I do something once one morning and I like it, I'm gonna do it like every day for
So,
the rest
what
of my
is
life.
your drink? What is your
It's
morning espresso
it's
drink?
it's 5 shots of espresso
That's it?
and oat milk and that's it. Yeah, on ice, and I sip it up until like right before this call, and so it lasts over the course of like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
5
yeah,
shots of espresso.
yeah, yeah.
What machine do you use for this?
I actually go to Starbucks every morning after I drop my son off at school. Yeah.
What is that drink even called? 5 shots of espresso with oat milk. Is there a name
It's
for
just
it?
it's just I think it's just a latte with extra shots. Yeah, a nice latte.
And
Yeah.
they know you.
They know me. Yeah. They're like, "Good morning, Jameson." That's it. Every morning.
Hey, Mr. Espresso,
Yeah.
5 shots and
Yeah.
oat milk. Well, you're gonna
Yep.
need some CBD to come down off of that.
I know, I know. It lasts me
Well,
all
you
day.
can, that's
It lasts me
amazing.
all day.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet though that you take your son to school every morning.
Yeah, that's our little thing.
And can I tell them that your grandpa, who is your grandpa? Very
Oh
famous singer.
yeah. Yeah, his name was Jimmy Rodgers, and he was a country singer back in the 60s. Well, he sang his whole life, but he's more well known for his albums in the 60s.
And did he tell you anything, any quotes or ways of
Oh
being that
yeah.
affected your success? Like, we're going to actually come back to that after this
Okay.
commercial break. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to talk about Jimmy Rodgers, famous country singer, the grandfather of Jameson, and how his advice and wisdom has impacted his life. Thanks everyone for watching the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant show, where we're taking you from burned out and overwhelmed to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. We will be right back after this quick break. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, can I be real for a second? You're out there crushing it in some areas of your life, but in others, it's like a hot mess express. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. You're not just meant to survive, you're meant to thrive. And that's exactly what I help my clients do in my coaching program. Together, we'll tackle all 7 pillars of abundance, because who wants killer abs but a dumpster fire of a bank account? Or a thriving career but zero in the romance department? Yeah, no thanks. I'm inviting you to schedule a breakthrough call with me. No pressure, no awkward sales pitch, just you, me, and a chance to figure out why you're stuck and how to get unstuck. So stop doom scrolling and start doing something about it. Click the link in the show notes and let's start giving you your best, most bougie life. You in? Are you ready to reset, realign, and rise into your best year ever? Join me January 23rd through 26th at the beautiful Amara Resort and Spa in stunning high vibe Sedona, Arizona. We'll set powerful intentions, create customized affirmations, and design vision boards using my 7 Pillars of Abundance framework so that you can make 2026 your most aligned and abundant year ever. You'll enjoy deep connection, breathtaking views, and total relaxation at the newly renovated Amara Resort, complete with a luxurious spa, fitness center, and zero-edge infinity pool. Spots are limited, so head to the show notes or message me directly on Instagram at Rebecca E. Whitman to learn more and claim your spot today.
Don't look back, let's go. Set the pace, watch me steal the show. Higher
Welcome back, everyone, to the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant Show. What are some great words of wisdom that you got from your grandfather, country singer Jimmy Rodgers?
I think it's less words of wisdom than like leading by example. If I'm being honest, just first thing that popped into my head is he dealt with a number of challenges over his life. He got in a bad, I wouldn't even call it an accident, but he got beat up really bad at the height of his career and ended up in the hospital um, for a number of months, and was in like a coma and had to have this crazy surgery. I think he was the first person in the world to have a metal plate put in his head.
Oh
Um,
my God.
and
He
it
got
was
into a car accident? How old was he?
no, I'd have
Okay.
to look up what year it was, but it, he got beat up by an off-duty police officer in the 60s actually. It was a crazy story if you ever look it up.
Wow, what happened?
Yeah. It was a road rage incident. When it came out later that it was a road rage incident, and they found out who the guy was. It was in 1967 this happened, um, and this is at like the height of his career, like the height. He had a song with Elvis at the time, and it was big. So over the course of a couple of years, he had to learn how to walk and talk and everything again, and be told like what his kids' names were and his wife and all that. It was just a crazy time. So coming back from that and then building on his career from there in the middle of that was just it's inspirational really, just because it was literally at the height of everything that was going so well for him. And he's always been a super tough guy. So just in general, if life throws different curveballs at you, he's not the type to give up. And I think that's something that I learned from him early on, and hope to take with me, going forward.
Well, you seem like you have. You're very tenacious to start a brand from your garage and make it a global brand. Obviously, you had to overcome a lot.
Yeah.
So now we're going to end the show with just a few fun questions. Okay. We talked about your 5-shot of espresso at Starbucks. Let's talk about your morning routine. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? And what is your routine that you do before you actually go to the office or start your workday?
Um, when I wake up, I typically just think about what I have to do that day. And just
Do you
check
write
the
it down or
calendar.
just think about it?
No, I'm a crazy list maker. So I
Okay,
have like
so
Apple
list.
Notes and little task list. Yeah. Just kind of check things off from yesterday, kind of reprioritize the things that I really want to make sure get addressed that day. Um, and then get the kids ready for school, take my son to school, go to Starbucks like we talked about. And yeah, this that was the question, right? Just in terms of
That
like
was
the
the
morning.
morning routine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Are
it.
you married?
I am. Yep.
So what does your wife do? Does she, while you're taking the kids to school, is she like working out, sleeping in? What's happening
She
there?
she gets up early with me as well. Typically, we kind of divide and conquer We have a little girl named Everly. She's 3. And so for the most part, Stephanie's getting their lunches and snacks ready for school and things. And she takes Everly to school, and I take our son Emerson to school.
And, and
Yeah.
what do you do for exercise?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have a little trainer, and we just close by the office here, and I from Starbucks I go there on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I play pickleball on Saturdays, Saturday mornings at 9 a.m.
I
It's
am a
kind of
tennis player. I played college Division 1 tennis, and I picked it back up after taking 30 years off. I'm
oh
playing
wow,
in a league. Everybody loves pickleball though. They're all like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
pickleball's like all the rage." But so
yeah.
far, it's focusing on tennis. But I know pickleball
Tennis
is
is
in my future.
Tennis is great. I played tennis my whole life growing up since I was little as well, and I used to just play tennis every Saturday at 9 a.m. And then a couple of years ago, my friend who's never picked up a tennis racket said, "Oh, I'll smoke you on in pickleball." And so I'm like, no way, no chance. So I'm like, I got to see what this is all about, because now we've got this little competitive, thing going. So I practiced one day and kind of learned the basics, and I've just been playing pickleball ever since. It's crazy.
You haven't played tennis once since you
No,
started.
not in 2 years. I haven't picked up a tennis racket. It's crazy.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Yeah.
So, what is one word to describe your style of entrepreneurship in the wellness industry?
Mm. Um, my team always laughs at me because I'm like the let's go kind of guy. Like, let's just push, like I'm like the pusher on our team anyway. Um, so I think if it's just one word, it's probably just push. Like, just push forward, make progress on a daily basis, that kind of thing. And you look back after 6 months, and you're proud of what the difference that you've made, that kind of thing.
I love that, Jameson, because if you just, what I tell my coaching clients is if you can just improve 1% a day, the
Yeah,
compound effect, that's like 365% by the end of the year.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it doesn't seem like a lot, but literally, if you can just take a little bit of ground each day,
yeah,
it's amazing what you can accomplish by the end of the
yeah.
year. So, yeah, I
It
like
adds up.
and keep pushing because there are going to be obstacles and not everything's going to be easy. I think people want everything to be easy when it comes to entrepreneurship, and it's just not. So, what are some of
Yeah.
your philosophies or mindsets around challenges?
Nothing's ever as bad as it seems.
Mm,
Like, the your initial reactions, our initial reactions as humans sometimes is like, oh my God, this is horrible. But sometimes we've learned to here anyway, just to like sit back, give it some time, and everything ends up not nearly as bad as you initially thought it was.
mhm.
Um, whatever problem or challenge or issue or anything. Um, so yeah, I would say that's probably one of the biggest lessons.
Nothing is as bad as it seems. Just kind
No,
of like take a
just
beat, step back,
yeah,
breathe, pop a
yeah.
CBD to me.
Yeah, yeah. Focus
Like,
on all the things you have to be grateful for, everything that's going well, that kind of thing.
I think you need to make a CBD movie version with CBD gummies of Cheech and Chong. Like, have a van, and instead of like, smoke coming out, there's like gummies flying out. They're popping gummies,
That's great. Yeah.
like, because it's so different, like smoking it versus eating it in gummy form. And gummies are so addictive. I think the
Yeah.
hardest part about your gummies is only eating the recommended two because they taste just like candy. So you could have a Cheech and
That's great.
Chong version of that.
I love it.
Um, what is your go-to way to de-stress after a long day? So let's say you did have
Mm.
a hard day at the office and you don't want to bring that home. I know you have a 3 and a 5-year-old and a wife. How do you decompress at the end of the day so you don't bring that stress into the home life?
That's great. Well, because the work is so crazy, and we have 2 little ones and all that, after the kids go to sleep, it's nice to just catch up with your spouse, right? And just kind of like actually have a normal adult conversation and not have to worry about the kids running around. So that we have if the weather's nice, like a go in the pool or jacuzzi or something like that, and just kind of unwind. We've been doing the sauna thing lately. We have a little steam room kind of sauna thing at the house, and so that's super relaxing.
Do you do the hot cold therapy or just the hot hot?
I don't have the cold plunge yet. I haven't actually done that yet. I'm not sure if I could do it, but I want to. I want to try it.
I think you should invent a CBD gummy that has the benefits of the cold plunge, because I do not want to do the cold plunge at all. I know that it's super trendy right now, and it's like
Yeah.
there's nothing about being cold. Like even sticking my foot in a cold plunge,
Yeah.
I'm not excited to do it at
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
even though it has a ton of benefits.
I'm with you.
What is a book, a podcast, or a mentor coaching program that changed the way you think about life and business?
I love this all-in-one podcast. I don't know if you've seen it. You've seen
What's it
it.
called?
It's called All in One.
Huh.
Um, oh
Bye.
no, it's called All In. I'm sorry, All
All
In.
in, all in.
Yeah. And there's these business guys that have total different views about different things, and they seem like they were, I don't know if this is true or not. They seem like childhood friends, and they kind of like, rag on each other and that kind of thing. But the topics are all relevant to just political stuff that's happening or the economy and things like that. So um, I don't tune in super regularly, but I enjoy some of the guests they have on and that kind of thing.
Do you have or have you had a business mentor?
I've never have aside from the friends that I've met along the way that I look up to and respect and have learned a lot from. I've never had like one mentor. That would be that'd be nice though. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. You could do you mentor anyone, because you have so much wisdom creating a
I
multi-million dollar
I
brand?
don't. Aside from people on the team that I work closely with,
Yeah.
I don't have like somebody specific or a number of people um, that I could say that I mentor.
Okay. Well,
But
you are mentoring. You have over 100
yeah,
people on your team, so
yeah.
you're mentoring a lot of people. What is one word that describes your mission for 2026?
Improve,
That one word thing, that's
improve. Yeah,
happens at the end of the year. Like people pick one word, like consistency or vision or connection. That kind of
yeah.
is the overriding theme or mission for the year. What would that one word be for 2026?
Improve was the first thing that popped into my head. Just constant, like we were talking about, whether that's like a specific sales revenue goal or I'm big on like micro goals. For a long time it was like, hey, I want to get this brand specifically to $100 an hour or $100 a minute or like these little things. There's this many minutes in a day and all that. And so we've got, 5 or 6 different brands and they're all I try to like focus on the next little milestone, but in a weird way. Like this much revenue per hour kind of thing, and then just kind of like track back and see how we're doing and make decisions based on that. It just seems more attainable.
Yeah, micro goals. I love it. And what is the best piece of advice you ever received?
Mm. I don't know if I could pinpoint something like
Well,
that.
any good advice in business or life that you've received?
Just don't stop. You
Mm.
know, I think that's the biggest thing. So many people, there were so many different reasons to quit along the way. Or especially early on, there's a ton of challenges and as you get bigger, the challenges seem bigger. But even though the business may or may not be, more stable. Um, but yeah, just don't stop. Just keep going. Most people, um, you know, that they kind of fizzles out maybe, like start a business and they say like the majority of them kind of fail for whatever reason, but it's just this, you have to have some level of stubbornness to to make it work, I think, over the long haul.
I like the saying, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle, because you never know
Yeah,
what's around the corner. And so many
yeah.
entrepreneurs quit, and people do. I think they say the online business usually fails after 90 days. People quit.
Wow, wow.
So I teach people to get a side hustle. Like if they have to keep their job just to pay the bills and get food on the table and they want to be an entrepreneur, just keep your W-2 job, but keep going with your
Yeah,
entrepreneurship, because the only way to fail is to quit.
yeah, there you go. I like that.
So finish this sentence. Abundance means,
Mm. Abundance means, I think just health and laughter. Like I think of family when I think of abundance and just being happy and healthy and enjoying each other and yeah.
I love it. Abundance means health and laughter. Absolutely. So tell us where people can find these incredible products. What's your website? I know everyone's going to want to get the Black Friday deals.
Yes.
Where they can find your product line and where they can find you.
Love it. CBDFX.com is our website. CBD, the letter F, the letter X.com. Yeah, the Black Friday deals, if you sign up for to receive our text messages at the bottom of the page, you'll receive a little coupon code. That's the special secret Black Friday discount. We're offering it early for anybody who signs up to receive text messages.
Yeah, get the text messages so you don't miss those deals. And thank you guys for listening to the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant show. Keep sharing this show with your friends. Keep the message going that you can achieve success in life through aligning your life in the 7 pillars of abundance, which are spirituality, health, emotions, romance, mindset, social, and financial. And this is a movement where you don't have to live exhausted, frustrated, burned out. You can actually be happy while achieving success. Stay tuned. Thanks for going on the journey. Make sure you take a screenshot of yourself listening to the show, tag me on social, and you can ask me any questions about the show or ask Jameson. Do you have a personal Instagram, or is it just CBDFX company one?
I'll be on the CBDFX one. Yeah, it's on my phone here. So I'm happy to answer any questions as well.
Any questions you have about the products, ask Jameson. He will be on the CBDFX, or one of his 100 employees will be. And until we meet again, keep your vibe high and magnetize. Thank you so much, Jameson. Thank you everyone for listening, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much.
So excited to share a review from Melissa Myers, the Glow Girl. She says, inspiring podcast. Rebecca has a gift for creating meaningful, empowering conversations that leave you feeling inspired and uplifted. Balanced, Beautiful, Abundant is like sitting down with a wise, soulful friend who truly wants you to thrive in every area of your life. I love how she blends practical advice with spiritual insights. I'm so grateful I found it. Well, Melissa, we're so grateful that you found us, and we can't wait to find out how you are glowing and growing by using this podcast as a tool. And everybody who's listening and sharing, thank you so much for your support. And it's such a joy to be on this journey with you.